All right, number 7. The scatter plot above shows the density of 7 planetoid in grams per cubic centimeter with respect to their average distance from the sun in astronomical units AU. The line best fit is also shown. According to the scatter plot, which the following statement is true about the relationship between a planetoid's average distance from the sun and its density? Okay. So from the scatter plot, we can kind of see the line of best fit has a negative slope. So that means as we go towards the right here, the line decreases as we move to the right. Okay, so here, the x value represents the distance from the sun in AU, and then the y values represent the density. And then we can tell as the distance increases, what happened to the density. As the distance increases, as you go toward the right, the line goes downward, right? So the density actually decreases as we go to the right. Okay, so that means as the distance from the sun increases, the total density will decrease in general. That's the trend that we're seeing. Okay, so you go through the answer choices. Letter A says planetoids that are more distant from the sun tend to have lesser density. Okay, if it's more distant from the sun, that means the distance away from sun increases, right? It's further away from the sun. Does it tend to have lesser density? Yes, it does, right? As the density increases, we said that the density decrease, right? So these over here tend to have a smaller density. So statement A is true, right? This is the trend that we saw. Okay, but if you want to make sure here, B says planetoids are more distant from the sun, tend to have greater density. No, right? That's the opposite of what we said. C says the density of a planetoid is that is twice as far from the sun as another planetoid is half of the density. Um, well, so is it exactly half? Um, Not necessarily, right? So if you pick maybe like from here we check 1.2 and 2.4, right? That's distant twice, but then the density is not half. This is about 4.6-ish. This one is about 3.5. So again, it's not half. Okay, so not C. And then D says the distance from a planetoid to the sun is unrelated. No, because we can see this correlation, right? There is a certain correlation, and we can draw out the line of best fit. Okay, so out of all the answer choices, letter A will be our best answer for this question.